Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is being a snooze fest, okay? Not that it's bad. Demon Hunter is not bad. But it's been to the Strife meta for what? I played Demon Hunter for like 4 months ago, and I still feel like they are playing the same shit. Literally. They are still playing the same fucking spec that I played back then. So I hope that this is gonna change the meta, and I think it will. Because you will see. I think Strife may still be the meta, but I think there's something new here to be crafted, and I'm getting excited. So there's only one part that I'm excited, and is this last one. We'll get there. So how do you say? Choros of bolts. I don't even know how to say this. Rain of Vengeance damage to the same enemy gradually increased by 7% over 2 seconds, up to 21. But who gives a fuck about this skill? Like, okay. Listen, there is only one place in this game that the Rain of Vengeance is good, and it is in Survivor's Bane. Besides that, it's dog shit. Clattered Shots Pants. Shadow Sight also increase your critical hit chance by 15% for 1.5 seconds. I feel like it is okay. If these 1.5 seconds can be increased with your beneficial effects and become like, I don't know, 3-4 seconds, maybe can be something okay, but are you really gonna just put like are you really gonna use this for this? I don't think so. Discurrent Allure. Okay, I always butcher these names, so I'm not Portuguese speaking, so you gotta have to deal with it. Rain of Vengeance now fires a volley of arrows at the target location that rapidly hit the enemies. So, chat, if you played Path of Exile or Diablo 4, you know that, especially in the Path of Exile, there is a spec called Rain of Arrows. It's very strong. It is very strong, but because you can manipulate the build to a point that you're always shooting arrows. So, okay, so every time you shoot, it's like there's no cooldown. That's why it's so strong. So imagine that every time you're just pressing all the time Rain of Arrows, that can be good. But if Rain of Vengeance in Diablo Immortal has cooldown, it's gonna be dog shit. Okay? Like 100%. Yeah, unless there is something that... Okay, chat, is there any instance that you can reduce the cooldown of the Rain of Vengeance? Because if you can there's something here. But if you can't, then it's useless. Eden Serenade Helmet. Shadow Sight now targets an area to mark and immobilize enemies, preventing them from using dash skills, and if hit several times while marked, they will burst, damaging nearby enemies. Okay, this one here, I feel that it is gonna be used in PvP. This, I feel, chat. This one, I am a strong believer that we're gonna see this. I'm telling you. This one is happening. This one is very strong, especially if you use around the idol. Because you see a Tempest, you use this. You see a Wizard, you use this. Like, they cannot use dash skill. Now, we have to see how big it is. We have to see how big it's gonna be, like, this marked area. Because if it's like a, you know, like a very tiny thing, you know, it's a helm. It's a bad slot. It isn't like the helm that you use for the dashes or something. So isn't like the helmet like a slot for your defensive things. So we'll have to see. Either way, I think it is, and it can be exciting. It can be exciting to try it out. Because imagine like if it is as big as like the Wizard one, that'll be crazy. Now we have here Points of Pain, often. And this is the part that I think I get a bit excited. So, Point of Pain. Impale deals 20% increased damage to enemies below 50% life. This seems like a very, very, very PvE kind of instance. Crusader has something similar. I don't know, man. 20% is actually a big boost. But in PvE, most things, they just die instantly. They just like, you just blast them. There's no time for even, like, it's like the mob goes 120 dead, 120 dead. The boss goes like 180, 60, 40 dead. You know, this is not like World of Warcraft, man, that you need to spend 5 minutes to kill a boss below 50%, you know. Now, the other one, the last one, the main hand. Impale throws multiple knives that seek out random nearby enemies. This one is the only thing that I feel like can be exciting for Impale. That can be cool, you know, that can be cool. You just like start shooting around and you're gonna do AoE damage. I feel like this one, there's something here. The edge needs immunity like other classes have. The immunity they have, okay, it's like with the Deadly Swing, but Deadly Swing is kind of weird. But I still feel like the best skill the best defensive skill, it is the dash. The dash, whenever you find a demon hunter doing PvP, you're gonna distinct them very well. Usually the noobs, they use Deadly Swing, okay? I'm not saying the pros also don't, okay? I'm saying that 90% or 95% of the noobs, they always use, or demon hunters, they always use Deadly Swing. Whenever you see someone using the escape, know that fucker knows what he's doing. Literally. You know that the guy has been playing Demon Hunter for a long time and is just gonna dash and kite you like hell, and it's gonna be extremely annoying. This is my experience. Whenever I see like the guy with the escape or the dash, bro, I get scared. I know he's a pro Demon Hunter. So, Impale, maybe there's something here, but overall, I think I will put Demon Hunter nuances in the C tier. Do you guys agree? C tier? I think so.